Innovation is everything in agriculture, and when innovation can help farmers carry on their legacies in land and water and sustainability, they truly become pioneers, trendsetters, and industry leaders. That is the case with the Conservation Legacy Awards, a national program designed to recognize the outstanding environmental achievements of soybean farmers. Each year, the American Soybean Association selects regional winners, announcing the overall winner during Commodity Classic. And as you'll see, this year's winners are the cream of the crop.
Farming across 4 counties in the coastal plains of Virginia, Ben Ellis and Shannon Tigner Ellis both grew up in this historic area. When they married, they combined their 2 multi-generation family farming operations.
My family farm goes back, I'm the 10th generation, and we are designated a Virginia Century Farm. And my husband's family farm has been in the same property and location since 1683.
Shannon and Ben raise cattle and grow soybeans, corn, and wheat. Much of their land is bordered by waterways, so they use cropping practices that avoid erosion and runoff.
Protecting water sources is extremely important to us. We are in the Chesapeake Bay watershed, which is a very fragile ecosystem, and so many of the practices that we use are to improve the quality of the water in the bay.
The biggest thing has been cover crops and no-till. When we inserted those practices, it's really helped. We don't turn the land up anymore. We don't have a lot of runoff. We had the water strips, the filter strips, and with the creek around us, we try to maintain those.
Kurt Stiefvater's row crop and cattle operation is located about 40 miles west of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. He farmed this land with his parents for a few years until purchasing their share of the operation in 1995.
My parents bought it in the late 50s, and I grew up here, 4th generation farmer. I have my wife and 3 daughters that help out, and my children will be the 5th generation coming up.
Kurt has seen firsthand that if you properly manage the land, good soybean yields will follow. That's why he's deeply invested in the health of his soil.
I spend a lot of time thinking about soil. Kind of on my mind 24/7, really. I think it's that important, and it's the base of the farm. That's its go-to engine source of generating livelihood around here.
Over the years, Kurt has adopted new practices to help build long-term soil health.
I try and take future generations into all my decisions. I've invested in it, my family's invested in it, and that's why I'm using these conservation practices.
It's early morning in Delaware, and the Thompson family is talking over the work they need to get done. Their farm has been in the family for more than a century.
Farm with my brother and my son and my father. Got 3 active generations here, growing corn, wheat, and soybeans, and sometimes some barley.
My grandfather bought the property in 1909, and he built that house, and my dad started the dairy herd in 1937.
No longer in dairy, the Thompsons now raise broiler chickens, which provides a good source of natural fertilizer for their crops. They do face challenges with the soil and water on their farm.
We farm in an area that's very poorly drained, highly reliant on a surface drainage ditching system. Very shallow topsoil, sometimes only a few inches thick.
To protect and improve their soil, the Thompsons use no-till and vertical tillage practices, and more than 20 years ago, they began using cover crops.
You know, you're getting better nutrient uptake, but just to see the crops grow and to be healthy, and as we've improved soil health, our plant health has come along with it.
It's an understatement to say Jim O'Connell's multi-generational Iowa farm is close to an urban area.
You can hear Cedar Rapids right now while we're out here. We're just a couple miles, actually 1 mile from the city limits. So we're right on the doorstep of Cedar Rapids.
That proximity to a city has Jim concerned about protecting the water for all the people living downstream. Over the years, Jim's implemented unique strategies to improve the health of his soil and enhance water quality. This includes growing cover crops on every acre of his farm.
It actually aids in filtration, and it makes the soil more porous, so water can filtrate through and it cleans it as it goes through, and then it doesn't let all the nutrients take off and leave either. It also helps in weed control. My dad used to say the success of a person is how many people can you affect in a positive way. So there's thousands of people that I think I'm trying to help with what we're doing here on our farm.
Congratulations to all the winners. Well, what if you could get paid for the data you collect off the sustainable practices you're already doing? We look into that in Smart Farming next.